that there are powers that lies in instruction? Do you know that there are authority that lies in obeying instruction? As a servant of God, as a believer, as a Christian, you need to know that there are specific powers and authority that lies in instruction. Now, God created the heavens and the earth with the words of the tongue. The words of the mouth, with the words of the mouth. Now, the words of the mouth aligns to the will of the Lord in the circle of authority, and they obey the instruction of the Lord in the circle of authority. The words of the Lord amplify, make everything possible in the circle of obedience of authority, and the world obey the instruction of the word of the Lord. Now you need to understand these things. As a servant of God, as a believer, as a Christian, there are authorities and powers that lies in instruction. Now, a man of God can tell you that go and fetch me water, go and breathe this, go and breathe that. A man of God can tell you that fast and pray. Now, you need to obey this instruction. When you obey this instruction, there are authorities and power that lies in that instruction. And when you obey it, that thing that you are praying for, that you are crying for, could be able to resolve. As a servant of God, as a Christian, as a believer. Without you understanding this thing, you might be missing a lot, child of God. Let's read the book of John, chapter 2, verse 1 to 9. I read, and he told me there was a marriage in Cana of Galilee, and the mother of Jesus was there. Verse 2, and both Jesus was called and his disciples to the marriage. Said, and when they wanted wine, the mother of Jesus said unto Jesus, they have no wine. Now listen, it came to pass on the third day, Jesus and his disciple, both his mother, went to Galilee, went to Cana of Galilee. Now the Bible says when they get there, they have no wine in the ceremony. His mother said unto Jesus that there was no wine. Hear what the Bible says. Verse 4. Jesus said unto her, woman, what have I to do with thee? My hour is not yet come. Verse 5. His mother said unto the servant, whatsoever is said unto you, do it. Now, when Jesus told his mother, woman, what have I had to do to you? My hour is not yet come. And his mother said unto thy servant, whatsoever he said, do it. Now, we are talking about the circle of instruction, obeying instruction as a servant of God, as a Christian, as a believer. He said, whatsoever he said unto you, do it. Because his mother knew that whatsoever he said to the disciple, when they do it, when they follow the instruction, their power will travel, miracle will travel, and the glory of God and the testimony of God will flow in the marriage. Now, hear what happened. Verse 6, and there were set 6 water pots of stones before the manner of the purifying of the Jews, containing 2 or 3 beckies apiece. Verse 7, Jesus said unto them, fill the water pot with water, and they filled them up to the brim, here unto the governor of the feast. And they bare it. Verse 9, I read, when the ruler of the feast had tasted the water, there was made wine, and knew not whence it was. Now, Jesus said unto them, he said, take the 6 pots of water, fill it with water. The Bible said they filled the 6 pots with water. Now listen, when they filled the 6 pots, they take it. Remember that it came to pass that there was no wine in the marriage. That is the reason why Jesus instructed them to fill the water pot with water. And they carried this water pot to the governor of the bride. Now listen, when they take it there, the Bible says when the governor of the bride tested, he tested it and he knew that it was wine. And this kind of wine that is filled in this pot, there is not this kind of wine found in the whole of the Galilee. Now this came to pass, disciples, they obeyed the instruction of the Lord. Now when you obey instruction as a servant of God, then you see the power of God traveling. When you obey instruction as a servant of God, then you see the glory of God traveling. Remember, when God told Joshua, I said, Joshua, get ready, you are on the Israelites to cross the Jordan to the land that I have given unto them. And he gave Joshua instruction. God does not joke with instruction. God loves instruction, and God works with instruction. So you need to know these things. He said, Joshua, be determined and confident. Always read the book of the law in the Sabbath. Always be determined and courageous, for no man could be able to stand before thee. For I will not fail thee, neither forsake thee. I will always be there with you as I was with Moses. He said, always read the book of the law in thy Sabbath. So you need to understand that God does not play with instruction. God does not play with instruction. Neither does God joke with instruction. As a servant of God, whatsoever instruction that I have given unto you, you should have. Take it. You have to take it. If you are watching me right now and you does not obey instruction, neither you're playing, neither you're joking with instruction, from henceforth, child of God, keep on obeying instruction. Jesus told them to fill the 6 water pots, fill it up, and take it to the governor of the bride, the governor of the ceremony. Now, when the governor tested it, he knew that this kind of wine that is filled in the pot, no, this kind of wine is not found in the whole of the Galilee. And that's the power of instruction. Had it been when Jesus told the disciples to fill the water pot and they were grumble, Master, what are you trying to do? Or why do you want us to fill this water pot? Had it been they could not be able, had it been they didn't obey the instruction. Now listen, there is this miracle can never be done. And the Bible stated that this was the first miracle that Jesus did on his lifetime on earth. So instruction is powerful, instruction is mighty, instruction changes everything. God bless you, child of God. I believe this message touched somewhere in your life. What do you learn on this message? Leave it on the comment section. Subscribe to this channel. God bless you.